And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's start that again. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's episode number 3 of the Greatest Prelude. So, right now I'm at what they call Fancher Heights. Fancher? I honestly was never able to figure it out. I think it's FA. It doesn't matter. So here, I'm gonna show you the view really quick just because hopefully you guys can be able to appreciate this. Do you see that? Do you see? Yeah. Okay. It's a lot better in person. Trust me, way better. But the camera will do. Okay. I'm still getting used to the placement. Is this right? Do you see right here? Do you see this spot right here? I want it to be completely straight. But honestly, let's just imagine. Yeah, fuck it. I have to change it. I'm that kind of person. Closer, way better. Okay. Before we start, gotta get into that good feeling. You know what I mean? It's as soon as the feeling starts to roll in, then everything else is just natural to us. All right. I remember right before I was going to start recording, I thought to myself, what would I like to share? I kind of like to make these videos very spontaneous in one roll because I'm not sure how to edit yet. So I like that it's kind of raw because the more raw it is, the more fun it is, because you kind of get to see my little fuck ups here and there, but all around is so pretty fucking cool because you just get to watch the process with me. And what I really love about us together is that I just get to watch myself be a different person, or kind of grow into a better person is a better way to say it. And I know that there are certain characteristics that I'm learning to embody, and through these videos and through just creation and speaking, which is my favorite thing to do, I love the feeling of my vibration of the word. It's very soothing, it's very calming, and the more that I focus on that feeling, the more it's incredibly healing to my body, because it makes me become in tune with my entire body, because I'm just focusing on one feeling. And that's how we're able to rid ourselves from anxiety or anything, is because we're learning to focus on one thing. And when we focus on one thing, for instance, it could be breathing or a feeling, such as the feeling of the vibration as you're speaking, it helps to soothe you, it calms you down. And when you're able to figure out a good message to come across, it's even better because you're working with integrity and compassion as you're healing yourself at the same time. So that's just one little part. The specific idea that we would like to share is the idea of learning how to take your power back in any single situation. So right now I'm aware that I'm surrounded, I guess, in this bubble of my own creation. There's houses all around, and there's people living in their little houses, and there's people just living their life. And whenever you're with someone, you might notice that we all have a tendency to try to please someone outside of us. For example, we might try to please our parents or society, our friends, our relatives, our girlfriends and boyfriends, anyone in our close proximity, because we've taught when we were kids that the person outside of us, our parents primarily, are the ones that are gonna make us happy, right? Through our love and attention. But as we become older, we have to realize that if we expect someone outside of us to make us feel good, then what happens is, because we have such a high expectation outside of us, you initially become empty in yourself, because all of your focus is outside of yourself. And because your energy is focused completely outside of you, you become empty. You become like a black hole of emptiness because you're focusing on something outside. which means because you're focusing outside, you can never fill up that hole. Because you're focusing outside, you can never fill up a black hole until you bring back your energy back into how you truly feel, and learning how to feel again and again and again. That's when you will be able to see that no one outside of you can control your happiness, but how you feel will allow you to enjoy what's happening outside. So like right now, even just me bringing back my feelings back into my body, and like feeling warmth and feeling love and appreciation just in my body, just feeling it, and like noticing if there's any feeling, like I kind of feel stuff in my back, it goes away, I feel like my toes, I feel like the vibration, right? Like as soon as I focus on one thing, you know, I'm healing, right? I'm learning to relax my body. Like right now I feel like I have to fart, so like either it's gonna go out or I'm gonna suck it back up. All right, okay, it's going back in. You see what I mean? You're just being present with the feeling, because you have to feel your feelings. Because imagine if you're just completely numb by focusing on someone outside of you, because people get so focused on feeling on someone outside, they become emotionally numb because of that black hole, right? Because they're trying to feed nothing, because they're not getting anything out of it, right? Except for like a hint of pleasure, but it's empty, right? Because they're not feeling that joy as well as they could be if they were to bring it back home. Whenever we recommend to love yourself first, it's not just like love an idea of yourself. It's not the idea of yourself. It's not the idea like of Max and he's beautiful, he's so good looking. That's not the point. It's not the idea. It's who you actually are. And because you love who you really are, and you love the feeling that you're constantly contributing to yourself, that's what real love is. It's slowing down enough to really feel your presence here, to feel your voice, to feel it reverberating throughout your entire body, feeling your voice to your legs, to your toes, to your back, feeling the whole part of you, feeling everything and just loving it. You know how to love a dog, right? You know how to love your kid or love your mom. You might not have done it, but you know the feeling, right? You know the feeling. All of us have the innate memory to initiate love. Now, the key point is to bring that feeling of love, which you know, because everyone knows it, because we came in with that expectation of love, you bringing it back into yourself. Love your body first. You are not your body. You're just using it. Love it for what it is. It is something that you use. Just like how you use your car. You drive it. I brought my car. It's right here. I love myself first enough to appreciate what's here in front of me. Because like I can't just love the phone. That's empty, right? I have to appreciate all of me. And because I appreciate me, I appreciate everything that's in my existence. I appreciate these brand new sandals because I appreciate myself first. You can appreciate things because you know the feeling of appreciation. And because you appreciate something, your relationship with appreciation grows significantly, right? Just like a house, just like a mansion, right? Throughout time, it appreciates tremendously. And at first it was like 1 million. Now it's like a $3 million house because of appreciation and how well you invest into your home, right? How much love you give to your home, how much love you give to yourself first. You have to feel it first. Bring that energy back into you. And when you feel it, you might be able to feel it just for a moment because your body or our ego might not be used to it in the beginning. But the more that you love your ego, you love the pain, love the suffering. If you try to ignore the suffering, it's still going to be there hiding in the corner. You have to look at it dead in the face and say, you know what? You're not scared anymore because I love you. Because I realize that you're just a part of me and you're just a feeling, right? You're a thought and a feeling of my past. But you're not me. I'm me right now, and I'm choosing to love you back then. I'm choosing to love what I thought you were, but we can change our relationship. Instead of me hating something, I'm going to love you with all that I can because I realize that you're a part of me, right? This could be literally my hand or the hand or an idea, right? Any idea, any thought, maybe like, this is one thing that I realized. Whenever you spit, what's your association? I'm just going to do it in like, how do you think? A lot of people, when they spit, they think it's like a form of disgust, like, fuck you kind of thing, Because that's what we were trained as because of society. But if you are in a state of love and you spit, just listen, just see the difference. It's different because you can't hate it the same like it used to. Because one used to be like, right? But now because you're like, like you kind of laugh thinking about it, like, because you have no choice but to smile. Like, what? That's what I mean, is that every single thing has a positive, every single thought, every single opportunity has a positive and a negative view to it. Like right now, there could have been that potential thought of fear, me being here where I'm at, and there might be these people listening. But on the positive side of it, I see is myself growing, learning to be more comfortable with my voice and my power here right now because I deserve to be where I'm at, because I deserve to be present in my body. And that's what you need. You need to feel powerful and confident in yourself. And when you feel powerful and confident, you're able to take on the whole world head on, or just all together as one whole part. Instead of like, oh, insecurity there, oh, insecurity there. No, that's not real. You love your insecurities as a part of your characteristics, and then you fucking flaunt them, you bring it all out because it's a characteristic. It's like a juicy flavor, right? It's like lime, it's lemon, it's fucking juicy. Like it's a beautiful part of you. You love it. Instead of being ashamed of it, love what you are ashamed of, and that changes the whole dynamic of it. Because if you keep on becoming ashamed of something, you're still running away from it. You have to look at it and love it for what it is. It's just a part of you. It's like your kid. Like imagine if you had a kid. I don't know if you do or not. How are you going to treat your child? Well, you're obviously going to love your child. I mean, hopefully. And if not, then you still have some learning to do, right? But you're learning to love yourself first because you are the child, right? You are your past. You are also your future. Your thoughts and your projection, where you're going, is towards the future. But your body, this dense body, is still in the past and it's trying to catch up to the future. It's like jet lag. Like, when you go super fast, there's still parts in the past that are trying to catch up. That is what is happening right now in your reality. Your past is trying to catch up with your mind because you're so intelligent. You've zoomed past like thousands of years, all in like a couple years. Your intelligence has surpassed centuries of what the other generations have gained through intellectual advancement. We have gained centuries of information within a couple years. So there's a fucking lag. You see what I mean? Your whole body, your whole past has to shift tremendously, so fast. And when you do that, when you're learning to bring in all of your past, because your body is just a library of information from your past. It has a certain idea about black people, white people, Asian people, spicy food, sweet food. It knows what it likes and what it doesn't like, and it's feeling with it. How do you feel about fear? How do you feel about the really tough topics? Well, I'm pretty sure that everyone here has had a certain emotional reaction to it because everybody here has grown up close to that because we're all connected through our environment, through our energy, through our love, just through our thoughts. It's just like a web of thoughts, and some thoughts are more powerful than others, either on a positive scale or on a negative scale. Fear is very prevalent to everyone at some level, until you break free from the fear and realize that it's just a thought. Until you completely look at it and you love it freely, you annihilate the fear and realize that the fear is nothing but just something from your past, right? Like when you're being chased by bears in the wilderness. So you're always kind of on edge and you want to keep a Glock on you just in case you might get run up on by a fucking bear. Who the fuck is gonna get... Okay, that still happens. Never mind. But the point is, right, that you're still choosing to move forward. We as a collective civilization are moving forward. And these little communications, I know how powerful this communication is. And how many people will get it? Less than 1% of the human race will understand what I'm really saying. But you'll get it to some point. But there's going to be other parts of you that will get it in the future. That's why you still need to advance to some degree, right? You don't need to. You are. You are advancing your physical body to upgrade in frequency. You're not being as dense and as rigid and all the time. You're more playful, more light, more loving. And the key point is that you're able to see positive opportunities more often now. And you can realize that there's positive opportunities for love every single moment. That's huge transformation. And yes, there's still some things from the past. Yes, you still get angry, but it's still an opportunity for you to be like, you know what? I've gone through a lot and I'm still going to keep on going forward. You know, it was just like a little... stub my toe for a little bit, but that's okay. You know, sana colita de rana, I'm fucking healed. I'm straight chilling. You know what I mean? So like, you're still moving forward. We're at 17 minutes. Oh, hey, 17. That was cool. Honestly, I really like this video. I thought it was fun. But do you see what I mean? Like, you see like the whole raw part of it. And this is where you get to see like what I really am like. So I'm gonna remember this like 20 or 40. Let's see, we're like 24 right now. 24. I don't know what's 24 minus 100. Like 64. No, what? Like 76, something like that. Actually, is it? I want to say it's 76. No, 2019. Let's see, 37. Yeah, 76. In 76 years, I'm gonna look back at these videos and I'm gonna be like, man, this guy. Hey, I'm looking at you. This guy he's a really cool guy, and you know he did it, he made it, you know he created it, and you know I just wanted to say thank you, which is in the future, or technically right now. Thank you for believing in me enough so that I could do this right now. So I just wanted to say that I love you with all that I am, and I appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you right now. Well, you know, you get me. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the Greatest Prelude, episode number 3. And come back next week on Wednesday, and we are going to catch up again on episode number 4. I really like this spot right now because right now I'm watching the sunset. And I get a view over the whole valley. This is heaven. All right. Okay, one last. I'm going to show you guys really quick. Just, first of all, good looking man. And take a gander right quick. You see what I mean? Like this is such a beautiful place to live in. You know, and like what I love the most is that this is what I call home now, right? We're right here, like this is our mind, you know, in the future, and right now we're in like living in the past, you know. This is your mind in the future, and this is, you know, pain and suffering for a little bit right now, until you go back home, right? So, however you get that. However you listen to that, you know, it's up to you. But just remember, your mind, your thoughts, your relationship with yourself and the universe and God, it's the same thing. You know, your relationship will change to yourself, right? Always look within, and then, you know, you'll find what you're looking for. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.